my name is Heather O'Neill, and I have two boys at Great Hearts. One is in third grade, and one is in fifth grade. And
Can you tell me a little bit about why you chose Great Hearts?
we chose Great Hearts because we really did like the school that they went to last year, and they had been going there for quite some time. But I felt like there was so much emphasis that was placed on the STAR test that I saw at the time, my fourth grader, the anxiety that was building up every day because of this one test. It was too much for him, and he would stress about, am I going to pass the test? Am I going to? And I just thought, why are they putting so much emphasis on this one standardized test when there's so much more out there for kids to be learning? And I hated seeing him go through that anxiety, and I didn't want to see my then second grader, who's now in third grade, go through that same process. I felt like the focus needed to be shifted on what was really important. And so we originally looked into Basis, and I think Basis is a fantastic school. I was going to send my oldest to Basis, but given that I had two boys and Basis only started in fifth grade, I found out about Great Hearts, and I found out about their philosophy, and I just thought, wow, this is going to be an amazing fit, and we just jumped right in. So it really, so far, 4 weeks in, and we absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan.
That's fantastic. What is something about Great Hearts that really drew you that's so different from the other choices that are out there?
Well, I do like that they were focusing on a classical kind of education and more of a liberal arts. I felt like there was also a very good balance. It is academic heavy, but they do also focus on other things that are, sports and drama. And so I felt like that children need that balance. Like I said, I think Basis is a great school, but I felt like it was going to be too academic heavy for one of my kids versus the other. So and they're both big into sports. And I just thought, what, this is good. This is going to be. And I read about the virtues. And to me, I think that in this day and age, we lose focus on that. Yeah. And we really need to bring those core values back into our children, because our children are our future. I feel like these teachers, they work so tirelessly and so hard to help you, help them. We're on the same page. I can email the teachers at any time. They get right back to me. And it's a very good relationship.
That's great. If you don't mind me asking one more question, what do you think about, or if you even have a knowledge of kind of the charter school movement, like the fact that these charters are coming to San Antonio?
I actually was surprised. I didn't understand why all the charter schools were coming. I just thought, oh, thank God, because this couldn't have come at a better time. I think it's absolutely wonderful. To be honest with you, I have been fortunate enough to be able to work in a field where I can create my own hours. So I work from the time that I drop the boys off until I pick them up at school. And so it's been great, but last year we weren't quite sure, this is before we found out about the charter schools, we weren't quite sure what direction we were going to go in, because we knew that we needed to make a change for their education, especially my one that was going into fifth grade. And so it was really coming down to me maybe possibly having to go get a 40-hour-a-week job and sending them to private school. And it was a scary thought, because then we would be rushing, and not to say that we can't have two working parents with 40-hour jobs, but for me it was just, when I found out about the charter schools, I was like, oh, here's an option. Here's a real option. It's realistic. And honestly, I feel like this education system is going to supersede the private school system, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I feel like these children are going to have chances that a lot of us as parents didn't have. I mean, if my son gets into an amazing college, we'll figure that out, you know, on that end, as opposed to, some of us, stayed in San Antonio, stayed wherever. We couldn't afford to go to the bigger schools. We didn't have the opportunity to get into the bigger schools. And so to me, it's like, let's set them up for success. And this is, to me, the right path